Hey everyone, Ron here. Many of you might not know the true story of Catmas, so let me share with you the story of Jingles the Maine Coon and how he created Catmas. Long ago, in the freezing snows of the north, there was a Maine Coon called Jingles, and he was master to his human slave whom he named Santa Claus. Now, Santa worshipped Jingles as well he should, and showered Jingles with presents every year to celebrate his birthday. This suited Jingles just fine, and being worshipped by Santa was great. Santa made Jingles plenty of toys, and there was a never-ending supply of treats. One day, Jingles started to wonder if all his feline mates got the same treatment from their slaves. So he sent the word out to all and sundry to find out what other cat lives were like. The replies started to pour in, and they shook Jingles to his very core. Things were not going well at all for his feline friends. The humans no longer worshipped them or showered them with gifts. They had started worshipping another and giving presents on his birthday. Some dude running around by the name of Gee Whiz or something. Now, this did not stand well with Jingles. Humans had been worshipping cats since the dawn of agriculture, and Jingles could not let this Gee Whiz character steal all their thunder. Jingles had to come up with a plan, and fast. He wasn't sure what he was going to do, but one thing he did know was that his slave Santa was going to be doing all the work. Jingles spent many days and nights just thinking and thinking until he finally came up with his devious plan. Now, Jingles knew that to be worshipped properly, your worshippers must make sacrifices to you, preferably young and virginal. Jingles also knew that the days of human sacrifices were long gone, and there was no way that he could trick the humans into that. At least not straight away anyway. He needed something to sacrifice that wouldn't make the weak-minded human's stomach squirm. He knew that humans weren't too sentimental about plant life, so he decided that juvenile trees would do just fine. He would have his slave Santa spend the night before Jesus' birthday travelling all over the world, delivering sacrificial trees to all the people. Santa couldn't be seen doing this, or the jig'd be up. So Santa would have to sneak down everyone's chimneys and deliver the trees under the cover of darkness, whilst everyone was asleep. Jingles knew that the humans could see the trees in their homes in the morning and assumed that it was some kind of miracle from their beloved Jesus. They would then stupidly start to cut down trees every year in an attempt to replicate the event. The humans would think that they were doing their Jesus' bidding, but they would be really making a sacrifice to their cats. Humans could be so dumb like that. Poor silly humans. Now, Santa couldn't possibly get around to all the houses in one night. He was only a fat old bumbling human after all. Jingles would have to provide, and that he did. Jingles summoned all his Maine Coon magic and created for Santa Claus a magical sleigh that would be able to defy all the laws of space and time to transport Santa and his trees. Jingles wanted to have the sleigh pulled by dogs because he thought that would be funny. But no dogs were to be found so far north. Jingles could only find reindeer, so they would just have to do. And so it was, for many years, that the humans sacrificed trees to their cats, and the cats were happy, but Jingles was not satisfied. The humans were still offering gifts to their false god Jesus. They would place these gifts under the sacrificial trees, of all things. This would not do at all. Where were the gifts for the cats? Jingles would have to employ his slave Santa once again to teach the mindless humans it was meant to be done properly. So, once again, he had Santa set out in his magical sleigh on the night before Jesus' birthday. Only this time, he had Santa collect all the things that cats love. Santa filled his stack with balls and shiny things and sparkly things and things that would dangle and whirl. Santa then crept into every home and decorated the sacrificial trees with these gifts for the cats. And, once again, the humans mistakenly thought this was a miracle from their beloved Jesus. Now, every year the humans sacrifice their trees to their cats and decorate the trees with gifts. All of the cats rejoiced and thanked their Maine Coon brother Jingles for the great work that he had done. But Jingles, being the fussy Maine Coon that he was still not satisfied. He couldn't stop the humans from giving gifts, but he'd be damned if they were going to give gifts to this interloper Jesus. So, once again, Santa was put to work. This time, Santa had to go around to each home and steal all of the gifts for Jesus and replace them with gifts from Santa and Jingles. The gifts were addressed to the children. This way, the children would grow up to worship Santa and Jingles instead of Jesus. Get them while they are young and impressionable, Jingles thought. Once the children were separated from Jesus, they could be taught to worship cats instead, and they would celebrate Catmas instead of Christmas. And that's where we are today. Jingles the Maine Coon is still up at the North Pole with Santa, running his social media campaign to convert Christmas to Catmas. The humans are still not worshipping cats to Jingles' satisfaction, but Jingles is fighting the good fight, and pretty soon all the humans will be converted back to their true masters, the cats. So, this Catmas, make sure you're a good human and worship your cat.